This August the 27th picks edition of the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code MLB SGPN. Welcome everybody to the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from a jubilant Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Tuesday, August the 26th. We are here to handicap a full slate of action for Wednesday, August the 27th. Joining me, long time no speak, is my good friend, Mr. Lonte Smith. Lonte, how the hell are you?
Not bad, man. We're doing pretty good. Missed you on the Monday shows, but me and Scott held it down to do pretty well. I thought we filled in admirably for you, or tried to at least. But yeah, man, it's good to have you back. Hopefully you got some winners for us.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a funny week because I kept across the scores and stuff last week, but obviously I was in Turkey and I couldn't access any betting sites. I was getting geolocated out of a lot of stuff. And then it turned out the Turkish electricity wasn't strong enough to charge my laptop. Or the other answer was I wasn't clever enough to work out how to charge my... Anyway, I think it was probably the second one because they probably do have strong enough electricity. Regardless, I felt like I was a bit behind the eight ball. So I was catching up with the scores on my phone and stuff, but I wasn't all over it. And then we've had the Premier League started, loads of stuff going. Newcastle played their first home game last night, so I went to the match. So I've been frantically trying to catch up over the last couple of days. Just looking at the standings and stuff, really doesn't look like there's kind of too much going on. It's the wild card races, really, the ones that are heating up a bit, Lonte. But in terms of division winners and stuff, there's not too much change the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, division. I mean, the divisions are pretty much, I would say, wrapped up for the most part. That wild card is shaping up to be wild. I mean, you got the Reds who are playing well, Seattle's playing well as well. So you got a lot of teams that are going to be, jockeying for position. I think Kansas City's not too far back. Same with Texas. And Texas hasn't been playing well, and still are. I think they were like 3.5 back last I checked. So. Yeah, the wild card is heating up, but the rest of the divisions, pretty much lockstep, except for, the Dodgers and Padres still battling. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to come down to see what comes down to the end of the month, like into September and October.
I know the Dodgers went back to the top of the division, took a one-game lead again last night. Just looks to me maybe that some of their pitchers are going to peak just at the right time. Emmett Sheehan last night was great. Absolutely locked in last night. 10 strikeouts, I think, for Sheehan. Ohtani, who we're going to handicap tonight, might just be able to get himself into some form at the right time. So the Dodgers still look slightly ominous without being brilliant, which is, I suppose, the sign of a good team. But I actually really enjoyed handicapping this baseball card today. And I think, Lonte, we've got enough winners in here to keep us going. I'm going to tell you first that you need to go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/freeze to get the $1,000 Circa NFL Future, the freeze that pays on the 32 preseason shows. And SGPN have just launched their NFL Survivor contest, $100 entry, winner takes all at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. Plus, if you're new to Splash Sports, promo code finals, you'll get a $10 credit in there. You just said before the start of the show, everyone's gone football crazy on the network, which is absolutely true. I drafted a couple of fantasy teams, I was telling you. And if it was 2021, I'd be nailed on for a championship. But I just drafted old people. So I'm not sure I covered myself in glory. So I've got a really good team. I just need a time machine to be able to go back and get all these winners. So we'll have to see how that works out. We will start tomorrow's card with a 6:35. No, we won't, because I'm on the wrong page. That's today's page. 1:05. Oh, days ball, man. Loads of days ball tomorrow. 1:05 Eastern between Washington Nationals and the New York Yankees. It will be Cade Cavalli for the Nats taking on Max Fried of the Yankees. Minus 270. That's a skinny price for the Yankees. The Nationals are plus 220, and the total is sitting at 8. Cade Cavalli, 2 starts, and 4 starts. The obvious thing here has been the home road splits for me, 2 of each. He struggled twice on the road really badly. 11 and 1/3 pitch, 7 earned runs at Philly and at KCR. So this isn't a great spot for him. The big news here is that Max Fried threw a good start last time because he was in a torrid run of form before that. Was really untrustworthy, but pitched a gem last time against Boston. At home, that was. So he has got a chance to have stayed at home, to back it up, going back to back. That's a reasonable thing to assume. New York showed on Monday that they can still run up a score. I think they put up 11 runs on Monday night. Judge is back, and Judge is hitting again okay. The addition of the Nats bullpen to whatever Cavalli's going to throw is a real concern as well. They've got the worst bullpen in MLB at the moment. So I don't want to do anything about a minus 270 price for the Yankees and Fried, but I will take a Yankees team total because I think, like I say, with Cavalli, he looks vulnerable, and then the bullpen can help out. The Yankees can score some runs, Lonte.
Yeah, man, you came back and you stole my whole handicap. I agree 100% with that. You know what? Stanton's actually been really, really good for the Yankees. He's been hitting the ball well. So if he keeps, ascending and playing as well as he actually played well in the World Series run last year. So he's peaking at the right time. I know he's, injury prone, but whenever he's in the lineup, he's been effective. So the offense has looked extremely well. They scored 6+ runs in 6 of the last 10. So that's another feather in our cap for that. They're 7-3 of the last 10. All of those losses were to Boston. So they've been playing well. Fried's coming off his best start since the All-Star break. He had been really, really struggling since then. I don't really think Washington's offense will be able to, get to him. Cavalli I like, but he does pitch to contact. He's had 21 hits in his last 3, only 7 earned runs. So maybe that, regresses a little bit. So I like the Yankees team total over. Obviously, you can't do anything with that 270. So it'd be team total over for me or nothing.
Okay, nice early team, right? For me and Lonte. John, Cullifay and Gio are first in the chat tonight. Boys, thank you very much for welcoming me back. Nice to see you. If you are lurking in the comments or watching on YouTube, by all means, pop your head in and say hello. 1:10 Eastern first pitch. The Tampa Bay Rays are at the Cleveland Guardians. The Rays will throw Drew Rasmussen. It will be Slade Ciccone for the Guardians, who are plus 110 home underdogs, with the Rays at minus 130, and the total Lonte is 8.
Yeah, completely agree with this line. I think it's about right. I would play the Rays if I had to play anything. I like Rasmussen. His length issues have kind of been up and down, but I mean they've been fine. Tampa Bay's been fine. They've won 6 of 10. They shut out the Guardians yesterday. The Guardians 24-0. They've been shut out in the last 3 games, so they outscored 24-0. They've lost 9 of 10. Sony has home run issues, so I think Tampa's offense kind of get to him, especially at the top of that lineup, like 1 through 5. I think Tampa can really give Sony some trouble. He's got 6 earned on 10 hits in his last home start, so he hasn't been in good form at home. I wanted to go over as well, Mal, but I kind of don't trust the offense of Cleveland. And Rasmussen has been good, but I do think if they can hit him around a little bit, they can get some contact on and get on base. But I stuck with just taking Tampa. Don't really trust Cleveland right now at the form they're in. But if I had to make another play, it would be over as well. Maybe a Rays team total over. Maybe that's a better way to put it. I'm
catching up with the teams and what I've missed today, the Tampa Bay Rays. Junior Caminero is absolutely on fire.
Yeah, he's good.
If you want some hitting props, I wouldn't be putting you off taking Caminero at all. Rasmussen is really consistent, 6 strong, nearly every start, Rasmussen. His 4 August starts have yielded a 1.16 ERA. You mentioned Cleveland's poor form, lost 6 in a row, lost 9 of 10. I'd want to mention Cicconi's run of defeats. He's lost 3 in a row as well, in which he's given up 13 earned runs, and Cleveland have lost those by an aggregate of 20-8. So you couple Cicconi's form with the team's form and the fact Rasmussen's been absolutely great. -130 is a perfectly fair price. I will take the Tampa Bay Rays at -130. We move on. Let me tell you about mybookie.ag, your place to bet on football and everything else. It's your home for NFL and college football. MyBookie's $100,000 NFL Super Contest is a $15 entry. And if you buy 2, you get 1 free. Get in. Loads of locations, crypto as well. Head to mybookie.ag with the promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN or Rhythm, as per usual. Rhythm back with the NFL. 76 and 66 ATS last year. Really good. Shined on player props as well. Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Tyreek Hill. All those props were hitting. Other sports, MLB, WNBA, golf, college football. Go to the site today. Start building your NFL models for week 1. Get your 7-day free trial at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. 1:10 Eastern, the Atlanta Braves will take on the Miami Marlins. His left-handed pitcher, Joey Wentz, for the Braves, who will take on Ryan Gusto, newly of the Marlins. +110 Miami, -130 Atlanta. Total here is at 8.5. So I can't remember if it was me and you or me and D-Rock. We were in on Joey Wentz a couple of weeks ago. Back-to-back starts, and he actually picked up 2 good wins for us in mid-August, one of which was against Miami, where he went 5 1/3, only gave up 1 earned run. He's got excellent career numbers against the Marlins as well. 3-1 with a 1.23 ERA. Ryan Gusto has now had 2 starts for Miami, but he just hasn't settled yet. I actually used to quite like him. I used to like betting him in certain spots for the Astros. Not settled as a Marlin yet. 2 run line defeats in those 2. Never enjoy back in Atlanta, but Wentz has been one of the spots I've felt able to do it recently. I'm going to take Atlanta again here at -130, Lonte.
Yeah, I like Atlanta as well. Atlanta's been playing extremely well, man. They've won, 6 of their last 10, if I'm not mistaken. And then that's coming off of a stretch where they were playing extremely well. I like Wentz. I don't know if it was me and you that talked about it. It might have been you, D-Rock, but me and Scott also talked about Wentz. He's been really good. He's been solid on the road as well. He's been kind of hit or miss over his last few starts, but I think I trust him long term. And especially in this spot against Miami, who's, lost 6 of 10. Gusto's been, he didn't pitch well in his last start. He pitches to contact. I think Atlanta can take care of that. I might take the team total over for Atlanta, and I also might take the 1.5 as well, just because of the contact rate that Gusto's allows. Because if Atlanta's offense can kind of keep it rolling, they get all 9 at bats, they should be able to score some runs here. So I'm looking at a team total over for Atlanta and -1.5.
Callum Schultz has joined us in the chat. Callum is trying to not even open old wounds. He's trying to rub salt in some very fresh wounds that I've suffered recently. So, Callum, get in the sea is my advice to you, dickhead. I'm not having it. 4:10 Eastern is the San Diego Padres at the Seattle Mariners. It is Yu Darvish for the Friars, who will take on Brian Wu of the Mariners. +115 San Diego, -135 Seattle, and the total, Lonte, is 7.5.
Yeah, man, this is a really good game, a really good series. I wanted it to be a little bit under 130. I think this is probably my cutoff point, -135. I wanted it to be like 120, 115-ish. But Seattle's been dominant of San Diego. They've won 4 straight versus them. All of those about 3+ runs. 3 of those 4 were in Petco. So they've been going extremely well. Darvish had an up and down campaign, has allowed 5 home runs in his last 4. So got to control that. Woo's been really good, 3 or less in 5 of his last 6. He's been good at home. I'm going to trust Seattle. That's a little bit, that's about the price that I make it. So it would be Seattle or nothing, but that 135 is a little bit like steep from what I want to lay. Maybe put them in a parlay. Maybe parlay them with the Yankees and you get a nice plus price. So Seattle or nothing for me.
When you get your parlays out, Lonte, nice and
man, everybody loves parlays.
I'm going to watch this game probably tomorrow because it West Coast stuff that I get to see least of. So the two of the good West Coast teams going at each other at a reasonable time will be a game I'm tuning into. Cal Raleigh's worthy of a mention. 50 home runs he went to last night. First ever catcher to do it. Anyone might remember about 2 weeks ago after the All-Star break, I said he was never going to hit the ball ever again. He'd gone to shit. So apologies for that, Cal. You can have those on me. What do I know? Darvish is flashing occasionally. You're right, Lonte. He's flashing, but he's struggling for consistency. Big sample size career-wise here against the Mariners. 8-4, 358. Career is okay. But his struggles have been on the road, and they are quite marked. Brian Wu's been good. 3 wins in his last 4. He goes deep into every game. So I don't mind an out prop on Brian Wu if you're that way inclined. His 11 home starts, 2.28 ERA. That's very, very good. As is Seattle's 40-26 home record. They're the 2 things you can't argue with. So I'm with you, Lonte. I will take Seattle at -135. 6:35 Eastern is the Boston Red Sox at the Baltimore Orioles. Boston are throwing my guy, Brian Beo, and Baltimore have officially TBD, but I've seen prices, and all day long, I think it's going to be Roansy Contreras. You nodding in agreement with that, Lonte? You got Contreras? Yeah. So the books agree with us as well. +110, the Orioles at home, -130, Boston, and the total sits at 9. I didn't get much further past instinct here. I instinctively wanted to back the Red Sox. I instinctively wanted to back Beo. And then nothing I found after that changed my mind. Particularly, Beo threw 7 shutout last time against the Yankees. The Red Sox are playing well. Now, Contreras is interesting. He's not an auto fade, Contreras. I like him. He was highly thought of at one point. He's had quite a few appearances on this show over the last 4 years or so. And I hope he can put a little run together before the end of the season. But I'm just not sure this is the spot for it. So I will take the Red Sox. We're on a run a little -130 shots here, Lonte. Mm-hmm. This is the 3rd one in a row. I'll take Boston.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good piece as well, man. I like the Red Sox. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw this game. Baltimore, I mean, they've split the last 10 head-to-head, so I think 5-5 for each side. 4-1 is Bayo in his last 5, 2 or less in 4 of those 5 games. He's been solid on the road. I trust him, and I trust the White Sox offense. I think that's pretty cut and dry. I think the price is a little bit short. Should be probably around like 150-ish. So I like the Red Sox. Would not be surprised if they go over their team total as well. We might need to parlay all these team totals, man. We like a lot of team totals.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Okay, next game this is off the board. Although I've been confident of the pitches all day, so I'm not sure exactly what we're missing. The 7:07 Eastern first pitch between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Minnesota are officially TBD. This might be the issue. I think this is Zebby Matthews for the Twins. And confirmed for the Blue Jays as left-handed pitcher Eric Lauer. No lines on this, Lonte, but have you got Matthews, and then how do you see it?
Yeah, I got Matthews and Lauer as well. I saw similar to what we've been seeing all series with, all season long when Toronto faces Minnesota. That 3-1 head-to-head. They've scored 5+ runs in all of those wins. They got another win last night. I think that they're 6-4 the last 10. The offense has been really good. Matthews is inconsistent, allowing a lot of home runs, a lot of walks, a lot of hits. I think that's trouble for a Toronto team who's hitting the ball extremely well. Lauer's been steady in his last 10 starts. Only 3 of those have been at home. So he's returning home where he's allowed 5 combined in those 3 games that he's been at home. So he's pitched well at home. I prefer him over Matthews, especially in this spot. Prefer Toronto's offense against a struggling Minnesota team who's lost 8 of the last 10. So I'll be on the Blue Jays -1.5 like I've been on for pretty much like I will be on for the rest of the series.
Same play, Lonte. I'm exactly in lockstep with you. Again, Blue Jays run line. Matthews still doing all right, but not great. Short starts, walked too many batters in his last 2. But Lauer's just been absolutely mustard. Only more than 2 runs once in his last 8 starts. Blue Jays 11-2 straight up in his last 13. And they covered the run line in 9 of those. I mean, the Blue Jays have got the best offense in MLB this month. Just all adds up. Completely agree with Lonte. Not the Tampa Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays on the run line. Next game, I reckon, is back at the top of the page. I've remembered to do a 7:10 Eastern first pitch between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Taijuan Walker for the Phillies will take on Nolan McLean of the New York Mets. Mets are -140, +120. The Phillies totally at his 8.5. I saw you shaking your head vigorously, Lonte. I like everything about this from the Mets side except the price.
Yeah.
Price is fucking horrible. Like we did McLean, didn't we? We did him on debut.
Yep, we did.
Against, I've written it down. Seattle it was.
Yep, you won. Yep. I lost. Yeah, I lost on that.
Yeah, or did we have a crossfight? Yeah.
I lost on that.
Judge Lonte. But part of the handicap is where the value lies. The value lies with McLean, slightly unexposed at plus money. The value doesn't lie with McLean at -140. So this is purely on the prices, because if the prices was slightly, well, not even slightly closer together, I would need a mark shift in price, because I want to take McLean. Even if I think he'll win at -140, I can't do it. This is the Phillies, by the way. We're not talking about some dog shit team.
Right.
Walker's been okay. Back-to-back starts against Washington. Philly did lose both of them, but his ERA and his whip are fine. Really good on the road as well. So, Nolan McLean, we took him at plus money. Again, that was against Seattle. He then went 7 innings and gave up 2 runs against Atlanta. Both games were at home. This one's at home as well. So it's hard to get away from him, but it's the prices, Lonte. You're giving me Phillies +120, Mets -140. You got to take the Phillies, mate. You have to.
Yep, 100%, man. I looked at that price and I thought it was a mistake. And Walker's been good. I mean, 2.88 ERA in his last 6 starts. He's been solid. The Phillies have won 7 of their last 10. I mean, Trey Turner is hitting the hell out of the ball. Like, their lineup is really, really good. This is a little bit too much respect for McLean. I mean, McLean has been good. Small sample size, but he's been good. I got to see a little bit more, though. I want to see a little bit more, especially against a team like the Phillies. I know it's a short road trip. I mean, obviously they're there today, but the Mets have had their number. They are 5-2 head-to-head this year. They've not lost a game against Philly at home. Maybe that's what's baked into this number, but 120, I can't bet a rookie pitcher against this Phillies lineup. Even with the success that he's had, even with the success that the Mets have had against this team at home. I'm going to trust the numbers and go with Philly as well, man.
Nathan wants the Phillies to score first, which I like. I tell you, he's not been hitting the ball well, or certainly not with runners in scoring position. Pete Alonso has killed me. Like 10 days ago, my 18-1 RBI leader was absolutely live and kicking. And then he's just stopped. They scored 13 runs last night. So I did the slow reveal on the, you do that sometimes, yeah? So I click on the scoring plays and it's just sort of slowly scrolling and it comes up, Mark Vientos hits a home run. Mets 2, whatever. Next, Brett Beatty grounds into a fucking double play, whatever. And I was just waiting for a sentence to start with Pete Alonso hits a grand slam. Pete Alonso gets 8 RBIs, nothing. 13 runs for the Mets, not one of them came at the behest of Pete Alonso. So that was a great disappointment. We will move on. Let me tell you about Underdog. Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long. Giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Great place to play Pick'em too. You can win up to 500 times your entry. Underdog has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds using our code MLB SGPN. And the Circa Million and Circa Survivor contests are still accepting entries. The world's greatest sports book, $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Shit. Sign up in Nevada. Play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. Contests close on Saturday, the 6th of September. So get involved now. Okay, we go back down the page to a 7:40 Eastern first pitch between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. It is Ryan Berger. I mean, are we going full French here? How are we pronouncing Berger, Lonte?
Berger, if he is French. Is he French?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Maybe his family should help us out here. Hopefully they watch the show.
Having a ton of French pitchers go, really. But yeah, we'll go continental tonight, Lonte. We'll go Ryan. Is his name Ryan? I forgot his first name now. We've talked so much bollocks.
I think it is Ryan, though.
Yeah, Ryan Berger will take on Aaron Savali, who I believe is Italian, of the Chicago White Sox. Plus 100, the White Sox. Minus 120, the Royals. And the total here is at 8.5. Berger has been fine. Don't mind him at all. In fact, he's been very good. 2 runs or fewer in 5 straight. Has struck out 20 in his last 3 outings as well, by the way, which is a sneaky little angle in here on Berger. 2 runs or fewer in 5 straight. I mentioned that. Savali's been poor. 3 defeats in a row. His ERA is up at 5.02. The Royals are sneaking into a wild card spot where a little while ago they were a bit of an afterthought. They might just surprise everyone and be there at the end of the season. I think they win this. Give me the Royals at minus 120.
Yeah, I agree. I thought today's price, me and Scott thought was too short. I thought this price is way too short. Kansas City 7-3 head-to-head the last 10 versus the White Sox. I know they lost last night, but I mean, just with the pitching matchup, Savali's not being in good form. You talked about his start. He's got 4+ earned in 4 of his last 5, 15 earned in his last 3 combined that you talked about. And Berger's been good. I mean, he's got some control issues at times, but he's got a low hit rate. He's got really good swing and miss stuff. White Sox may be a little bit overvalued here. I'm gonna take the Royals surging. I think this should be probably about 140, to be quite honest.
Okay, fair enough. Next up to 7:40 Eastern between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Ryan Nelson goes for Arizona. Quinn Priester goes for the Brewers. The Brewers minus 140. Diamondbacks plus 120. Total Lonte 8.5.
It's pretty easy, man. I've been telling the listeners since like halfway through the Brewer streak, anything under 150 is auto bet for me on Milwaukee. I mean, if you look at the matchup, like Arizona's lost 4 straight road starts. They got swept by Colorado, and then they lost last night. Nelson's been streaky in August so far. Priester's been really good. He's 2 or less in 7 of his last 8. He's got a fluctuating hit rate, and Arizona can, hit the ball well at times, but I think he'll be fine here. He'll be looking to rebound from a tough home start, 6 earned in his last home start. I think he can navigate this lineup pretty well. Milwaukee minus 140 is one of the best plays on the board for me, man.
How many of Priester's starts in a row have the Brewers won, Lonte, straight up?
6.
15.
Jesus.
15? Fucking 15? Well, I mean, what
that's even better.
Supposed to do? You get in front of that?
2 unit play for me, Mal. 2 unit play.
You read that and that's it. I don't care about anything else. You have to play it because we're gamblers. That's what we're doing. The word gambling is in the title of this podcast. 15 straight up, bet it. There is another bet that I would do like, and that's the overs. Because Ryan Nelson's just been all overs. If you want to follow in a trend like Quinn Priester wins. Game totals in Nelson's games, 11, 17, 13 and 15 in his last 4. Big home road split as well. 5.01 road ERA. Because I don't mind Nelson in certain spots, but this isn't one of them. So, yeah, we'll just keep riding the Brewers with Priester. But I don't mind some runs being scored in this game as well. Right, the next 2 games are peculiarly off the board. And I'm not sure, well, I kind of know why. We've got some TBD pictures. 7:45, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the St. Louis Cardinals. It is, I believe, Braxton Ashcraft for the Pirates. I'm getting a nod from Lonte, who will take on Sonny Gray off the Cardinals. No lines, like I say. Ashcraft is stretching out nicely, sort of a couple of innings stretched out towards 4 or 5 now. Has had back-to-back wins. And a notably good one against the Cubs, where he pitched 5 innings, only gave up 1 earned run. He showed really good control. He's got a 118 whip, which is important, I think, here. Sonny Gray has steadied the ship a little bit. We had Sonny Gray in auto fade a few weeks ago, and he is better at home. But this Pittsburgh offense has turned a little bit of a corner lately, Lonte. 38 runs scored in the last 6. 284 batting average, I think, in 7, and 9 homers in the last 5. I've got no qualms fading Sonny Gray or the Cardinals. I think Pittsburgh might get this done. I'll take Pittsburgh at what I presume will be a decent underdog price.
Yeah, 100% agree. As long as it's a dog price, I like Ashcraft. Not a fan of Gray. I was really impressed by Ashcraft's performance at Wrigley. 1 earned run, that was really impressive. Pittsburgh was actually impressive in that series. They've won 6 of 10. Don't really trust Gray. I mean, this is in his last 4 at home, 6.316. So he's been a bit erratic. Hit rate is high. Pittsburgh's offense has been a little bit better. I know I really don't try to play Pittsburgh on the road, but in this specific spot, as long as we get a nice plus price, I don't mind playing them at a decent number. What do you think? 130? Think we can get 130?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, we can get 130 or better. I'm good.
Beautiful. Next, 8:05 Eastern, the LA Angels at the Texas Rangers. Left-handed pitcher Tyler Anderson for the Angels will take on Nathan Eovaldi for Texas. This one is off the board as well. It's Eovaldi who is TBD, or Texas who are TBD here. So, yeah, I haven't seen any lines on this, Lonte, but how are you seeing it?
If it's Eovaldi, lay it. Anderson's horrible. Texas has not been good, but if it is Eovaldi, 1.93 ERA in his last 7, 1 combined in his last 13 innings pitched against the Angels in July. So he's got, some recent track record against him. He's been extremely dominant at home. I don't see the need to rewrite history here, man. The Angels have lost 7 of 10. I know Texas is struggling, but with Eovaldi on the mound, all you need is about 2 runs, maybe 3, and I think you can win this game. So under and Rangers for me.
Yeah, mate, you're absolutely right there, because I consider like the 3-1 Texas.
Yep. I like that.
My pick is Texas on the run line, but I didn't think it would be an absolute shellacking. It's hard to want Anderson. Lost 6 in a row. ERA in August is 6.63. And it's the exact opposite for Eovaldi. 9 wins in a row. A 1.73 ERA. Texas have been poor. DeGrom's completely fallen off a cliff. I think he's had a 5 ERA over his last 4 defeats. But if you can't trust him, it's at home with Eovaldi. They're the things that need to overlap. So, yeah, Texas on the run line, but it might be an ugly one. It might be 3-1, 4-1, something along those lines. Right, okay, we've got some actual odds for an 8:10 Eastern first pitch between the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. It will be Chase Dollander for Colorado. He will take on left-handed pitcher Framber Valdez for the Astros, who are minus 350. Whoosh. Colorado plus 275. Total here is 8. Colorado have won 37 games of baseball. I've got another question for you here, Lonte. This is incredible. 62 games they've played against teams with a record over 500. So 62 games against teams with a winning record. How many have Colorado won?
I would say 60 out of 62, they have probably won 7.
Oh, he's hit the post. 8, Lonte. You can have half a point.
Close.
How the fuck's that even possible?
They're not good. They're not good.
Nathan, Gio, all the boys in the chat, John. I reckon we could win 10 games. We get Dylan on the mound. We get Scott catching. We could win 10 games against these teams. Like, I can't be doing with Dollander. 21 earned runs in his last 5 starts, including 2 2/3 innings out against Houston in July, where he gave up 6 earned runs. But then you looked at Valdez. I didn't realize quite how bad Valdez had been lately. He's in a right old funk. Houston have lost his last 5 starts. His August DRA is 7.33. But you can't make a case for the Rockies. They're 4-22 against lefties on the road. This actually could end up not dissimilar to the Angels at Texas. Houston will beat them, but it might be an ugly one. Another thing that is a tick for Houston is that I believe Yordan Alvarez is going to return possibly tonight or tomorrow, which helps out no end as well. So, I mean, you'd have to take a Houston run line. Your best course of action here is just to avoid it. But that's not what we're here for. So Houston on the alt line, something like that, win it 5-1. But yeah, it's ugly as hell, Lonte.
Over is the first look I looked at. And if you look at so take a look at Dollander's numbers. I know that this is kind of counterintuitive, but he's been surprisingly good on the road. I don't think he's allowed more than 3 earned on the road since like late April, if you look at his numbers. Now, some of the starts kind of fluctuate innings pitched, but he's been solid. He did get shelled, like you talked about in that July outing where he gave up 6 earned in 2 2/3. And Valdez on the other side, 7.33 ERA in his last 4. But a lot of that damage came on the road. He's at home where he's been really good. I think that we can see some runs, especially if Yordan is back in the lineup. That shifts everybody down in the order, which gives them a little bit more balance. So I can go. Let me go team total over, but I think Colorado can score here as well if Valdez is not sharp as he usually is. So I'm gonna go full game over. I'll go full game over. I might take a shot with the Rockies in the first 5.
Okay. Bit of a different angle in that time from Lonte. 8:40 Eastern, the Cincinnati Reds at the LA Dodgers. Cincinnati TBD. But I think it's Nick Lodolo, left-handed.
Oh, I got Zach Littell.
Ah, right. Now, would explain the odds that I'm going to give you in a minute. Shohei Ohtani is confirmed for the Dodgers. The Dodgers minus 210. Cincinnati plus 175 with a total of 8.5. And plus 175 is a price that you'd associate more with Zach Littell than Nick Lodolo here. I'll tell you what, Lonte, you lead us off here. Give us your thoughts on Littell, and I'll quickly scratch around to see what I can dig up.
Yeah, I didn't have a ton here. I think maybe I took Cincinnati tonight in tonight's game with Martinez because I thought it was a little bit of value there. Here, I know me and you both subscribe to this kind of handicapping is when a pitcher who is as highly, I guess, regarded as Shohei, like, when Skeen, Skubal, and all those guys, when they're getting these big numbers, we usually try to be on the other side. And I know Shohei's been, ramping it up a little bit. His innings and pitch count has been rising. They're kind of getting him ready for the postseason for certain spots. But, I mean, the Dodgers haven't been consistently good. They've been good in spots and in certain series, but they haven't been consistently good as I thought they would be. The offense has been okay. They've scored 5+ runs in 6 of the last 10. But with that lineup, I mean, they should be able to roll out of bed and score 5 runs, to be quite honest. I don't really like Littell. He allows a lot of contact, which is not good against his lineup, albeit they've been inconsistent. He's been up and down since joining the Reds, so it's a stay away for me, but it would be the Dodgers team total over or nothing for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's 5 teams in MLB with a better winning percentage than the Dodgers, which really at the start of the season, maybe 1 or 2 if a team was really hot, maybe the Phillies or someone like that. But 5 teams have a better record. So you absolutely agree. And my initial pick with Lodolo was Cincinnati on the first 5. I've just looked at what Littell's been doing, and I don't want to change my pick for the reasons you've just said. We do get these pitchers, these name brand pitchers. Ohtani's done nothing to justify being minus 210. He hasn't done much wrong either, but the Dodgers have lost his last 4 starts. I mean, it's that straightforward. And you want us to take minus 210. I don't mind. Littell's numbers aren't horrendous. They're not egregious in any way. He wouldn't put you off. So, yeah, I don't mind the Reds here at all. First 5 or straight up, I'd give the Reds a chance here at a half-decent price. The penultimate game on the card is a 9:45 Eastern first pitch between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. It is Colin Ray for the Cubs, who will take on, this is a new name on me, Carson, what we'd say here, Wisenhunt. Any thoughts on this? This is a terrible name.
He's a North Carolina guy, man. He's a North Carolina guy. I like him.
He's a what?
He's from North Carolina.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I like him.
Like those
he went to
on Catfish.
He went to ECU where Kobe went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I like him. He's good.
I'm officially now a Carson Wisenhunt fan. Plus 105 you can get for Carson Wisenhunt. Minus 125 the Cubs. Total, I've seen 8. I've seen 8.5. Colin Ray continues to deal 253 August ERA. But I did notice he's got a terrible record in San Francisco. 1-3 with an 8.31 ERA. Wisenhunt has now had 4 starts. Pretty middle of the road lines. But the Cubs are just struggling a little bit lately. They're way below league average OPS, actually in the bottom third against left-handed pitching. Ray's numbers at the Giants worry me, and I've got no problem. So I was in front of it, Lonte. I have got your man. I'm going to take the Giants straight up at plus 105.
Oh, man, we're going to disagree. I don't want to fade my North Carolina guy or you, but this might be one of my favorite plays, man, along with that Philadelphia play. I think the Cubs are going to destroy this team. San Francisco's coming off taking 2 of 3 against Milwaukee. They were automatic fade for me as soon as that series ended. I know the numbers for Ree and when he's at San Francisco. I know they're kind of telling you just talked about it. And he has been a little bit inconsistent on the road, had some walk issues, but he's been really good at limiting runs. I mean, 2 earned or less in 4 straight. The Cubs offense has been like trending up since they had that little skid. They've been trending upwards. I think during the Milwaukee series and after, they've been a totally different team than what they were going into the All-Star break. So I like the short price here. I will consider laying a 1.5. I'm just not a big San Francisco guy. And I do like Wisenhunt, but it's just small sample size. I mean, he's been better on the road than at home as well by a couple of runs. So in his 4 starts. So, and not really a fade of him. It's more so a fade of the Giants overall.
Okay, so a complete difference of opinion there on that one. Final game, 10:05 Eastern, Detroit Tigers at the Athletics. Casey Mize for Detroit will take on Luis Morales of the A's. Plus 105 the Athletics, minus 125 the Tigers. Total is up there, 10.5, Lonte.
Man, I wanted to get a little bit more than 105. I like the A's, but I wanted to get like 115. Morales has been good. I think we both like Morales. I think we were talking about him whenever he was getting his early starts on. And Casey Mize has been a little inconsistent. He's been streaky on the road, 8 earned in his last 2 on the road. Both teams are playing pretty well. They also just so happen that they are 2-2 against each other this year. So they played each other pretty even. I think we see a slugfest here. I would love the over. I'm going to go with Morales, though. I think Morales and the A's can kind of squeak it out, although Detroit's been playing really good baseball, especially offensively. I trust both offenses to score some runs. Kind of a coin flip type of game, which is kind of why the price is where it is. I would take the plus money. I like the over as well, even though it's a little bit large.
Yeah, I've done the same thing as you. I like the A's, but I've actually taken the over. So we've made the same two decisions in a slightly different pick. There's a strong pattern to Miser's starts, 5 in a row, where Detroit have won and the over has hit. The scores 7-5, 8-5, 9-5, 6-3, 12-2. So that's a nice trend to follow, a little bit like the Quinn Priester thing earlier on. Morales has only pitched 15 2/3 and 4 ups now, but he's been okay. However, the Athletics are absolutely tattooing the ball last night. Shea Langoliers leads MLB in home runs since the All-Star break, which is an impressive stat. Didn't know that till today. He just screams runs this to me. Runs. It's up there, the number 10.5, but I will not back down. I will take the over 10.5 runs, Lonte. 15 games in the hutch. We've just been advised by Gio in the chat there that Evaldi is out for the rest of the season with a shoulder.
Oh, wow,
that's just been announced in the last 3 minutes. That does explain why Texas pitcher was off the board. Or Texas pitcher was TBD in the game itself, was off the board. So that's another nail in the coffin of Texas as the season gets right down to the end. Lonte, give us a lock and a dog, please. I can't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll start it off and go. We can get straight to the point. So I had 2 locks, man, that I wanted to give out. I couldn't really pick between the two, but I thought 140 for Milwaukee was a little bit short. So I'm going to lay the 140 with Milwaukee. They're coming off losing that series. They lost 2 of 3. I think they get back on track at home. You talked about Priester's numbers. I didn't even know the 15 straight wins, but he's been exceptionally well. I mean, Milwaukee at home has been a wagon, so I'm going to take the minus 140 for the lock. For the dog, sorry, Mal, I know we both like this. I'm going with the Phillies. The price it's too much. It's too much for a rookie pitcher. Walker's been good. Phillies have been playing well. All things are pretty equal. I think this might be a wrong team favorite type of thing. So I'm going with Walker and the Phillies plus 120 as a dog.
Okie dokie, thank you. Lock-wise, I like... There's a few... Those minus 130s, it's a right trapdoor, that price. This is what tends to get me. Like, minus 125 to minus 135. I've got the Mariners. I've got the Braves. I've got the Red Sox in there. I might just go with the Blue Jays on the run line. I don't mind that at all. I mean, the numbers for Lauer, the numbers for Toronto, the batting numbers for Toronto, the home record for Toronto, and the little fade. Minnesota are dog shit, as much as we quite like Sebby Matthews in certain spots. So I'll take Blue Jays on the run line. My underdog, I'm taking the Reds. I think at plus 175, I am not scared in any way of Ohtani being on the mound. Like I say, they've lost his last 4 starts, so we can make that 5. Plus 175 is a big old price. Lonte, finally, dingers. Who's going to hit one out tomorrow?
Yeah, I was gonna go with Junior Caminero, but I'm gonna change and switch course. So I'm gonna go with Brandon Lau. I think he'll have an extremely good series. I don't really think that Sassoni is gonna last long here. He's got some home run issues as well. I'm expecting Tampa to have a repeat of last night, maybe win this, by multiple runs. The offense, I think, wakes up. So let's go with Brandon Lau to hit one tomorrow. He's got 3 hits in his last 4 games, 1 home run in that span. I think he'll be fine here in this spot. So let's go with Brandon Lau to hit one tomorrow.
Okay. I fade Tyler Anderson in this section of the show every time I get a chance to, which means we're going to go for a Texas Ranger. No Evaldi, but that's not going to affect the offense. I'll take Wyatt Langford, Lonte, to go yard tomorrow off Tyler Anderson. And we did it. I was a bit anxious about doing this. I just felt like I had done it for so long. And I tell you, I got me pen and paper out this afternoon and really enjoyed getting back into handicapping the baseball, Lonte, and you make it a pleasure as always. So thank you very much for that, as did everyone in the chat. Anything you want to tell the people before we let them go, mate?
Nah, man, I'm hoping we can get some winners on your first day back, and then we'll parlay that into the weekend, because I think we start off the weekend with the Friday show, me and you together. So we'll get to talk about the winners we gave out today, and roll that money over and get into everybody's pockets for the weekend into football season.
I missed Keon Neon joining us for the last few minutes of the show. Keon, apologies for that, but thank you very much for joining us. Come and join us the rest of the week. Some good advice you were giving out there. Thank you very much, Lonte. Thanks, everybody. Good luck with all your bets, and we will see you down the road. Cheers.